Show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy thrown out hard, talk career.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Commanders and the Vikings on Thursday night.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
McCarthy going to put it up right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh. Trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Commanders' 46-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Kenneth Murray charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Got an open man. It's Foster. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right? You got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Able to avoid him at the 40. Now he'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 66 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And this one caught by Beasley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight, because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Vikings, first down.
To the air with McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beasley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air goes Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone. Six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Beasley. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Scarborough. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hines. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Scarborough. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And
this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Following the fumble recovery, Scarborough. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Beasley. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Scarborough. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Operating from the gun, Scarborough. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing to start the drive, Scarborough. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and a yard. Looking to throw, Scarborough. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Second and 15. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Scarborough. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Scarborough. He finds his man, complete. That's Hines. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now McCarthy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing to start the drive. Scarborough. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Scarborough. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Operating from the gun, Scarborough. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the left side. Beasley. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We won 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. On play action, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard. At the Commanders.
McCarthy going to throw again. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Scarborough to the right side and complete to Atwell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Scarborough. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Beasley. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Scarborough. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Scarborough. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll go right back to Beasley. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window. One being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the New England Patriots. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll run on first down. Beasley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Tutu Atwell, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest, and this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air with McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Beasley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through it by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Scarborough. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out, and they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that'll be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Operating from the gun, Scarborough. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Off the play fake. Scarborough. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Beasley. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Scarborough. Open man is Atwell, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Scarborough. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Scarborough. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Beasley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Scarborough. Forced out to his left.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. They are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hawkinson, 60 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Scarborough.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got...
Bye-bye, Beasley. He may go. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here's McCarthy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On 1st down, Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Washington first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Beasley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, 184 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Vikings 31. Bradley Pinion.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll run on first down. Beasley. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Beasley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Washington.
On first down, Beasley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 23-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Commanders,
hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.